Once upon a time, Cinderella was a beautiful and hardworking girl who lived with her wicked stepmother and stepsisters. One day there was a royal party in the kingdom where the prince was to choose his bride. Cinderella longed to attend, but her stepmother forbade her. Just then her fairy godmother appeared, transforming her into a princess with a magical wand, but only until midnight. At the party, the prince noticed Cinderella and they became lost in each other's eyes. As the clock struck 12, Cinderella fled, leaving behind a glass slipper. The prince searched everywhere for the girl who fit the slipper, and when he found Cinderella, he immediately proposed marriage. And then Cinderella and the prince lived happily ever after. After their engagement, preparations for the wedding began, and Cinderella felt as if her dreams were finally coming true. The couple spent many joyful days planning their life together, filled with laughter and sweet moments. On the day of the wedding, Cinderella looked breathtakingly beautiful in her gown, while the prince beamed with pride at his bride's elegance. Surrounded by friends and family, the ceremony was filled with love and happiness, marking the beginning of a magnificent journey together. As they exchanged vows, everyone in attendance shared in their joy, celebrating the magical union of Cinderella and her prince. As days turned into months, Cinderella embraced her new life as a princess. Every evening, she and the prince would sit on the castle balcony, watching the sun dip below the horizon, discussing their hopes for the kingdom and the people they loved. The couple often hosted grand feasts, inviting everyone from the village, and Cinderella made sure to include those who had been kind to her in the past. In the castle kitchens, she laughed with her animal friends, whipping up delicious meals that filled the halls with wonderful aromas. Together they created a warm and welcoming environment that brought joy to all who entered the castle. One sunny afternoon, Cinderella and the prince decided to explore the enchanting forest that bordered their kingdom. Riding on their beautiful white horse, they laughed and relished the tranquility of nature, creating memories that would last a lifetime. Back in the village, Cinderella made it her mission to connect with the people, visiting regularly and bringing joy wherever she went. She would kneel down to share stories and sweet treats with the village children who adored her for her kindness and compassion. The townspeople felt grateful to have such a caring princess who always remembered her roots. One day, while exploring the vast castle library, Cinderella stumbled upon an ancient book covered in layers of dust. As she carefully opened the ornate cover, she felt a wave of curiosity wash over her. What secrets lay within its pages? Soon after, a scroll began to unfurl before her, shimmering with a magical light, revealing a prophecy that spoke of a great destiny intertwined with her own. The words echoed in her mind, sparking wonder and intrigue as she realized this discovery could alter the course of her life and the future of her kingdom. With newfound determination, Cinderella rushed to the castle courtyard, clutching the glowing prophecy scroll tightly in her hands. Beneath the twinkling stars, she knew this was a moment that could change everything, and she was ready to share it with the prince. The look of concern and wonder on his face mirrored her own as they stood together, contemplating the heavy implications of the prophecy. They understood that whatever lay ahead would require courage and unity, and together they were prepared to embrace their destiny. As the weight of the prophecy settled upon them, Cinderella and the prince convened with their trusted advisors in a grand meeting room adorned with tapestries of past victories. With a detailed map of the kingdom laid out before them, they strategized on how to respond to the dark implications of the prophecy. Suddenly the atmosphere shifted when a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, symbolizing an unknown threat looming over their beloved kingdom. In that tense moment, Cinderella and the prince stood united, their resolve solidified as they prepared to protect their people at all costs.